So, at the end of the last episode we beat some random chumps, and I also mentioned that Team Magma is planning a space center heist to steal some rocket fuel. In order to maximize their chances of success, they even warned everyone beforehand. Very clever. In order to make more fun of the Magma crew's stupidness, I also googled what rockets use as fuel, if one can make it at home, and whether or not stealing rocket fuel is even worth it in the first place. Excited to see what kinds of watch lists I'll be added to this time, considering all the things I Google for my videos. Team Magma starts their secret operation during broad daylight, another solid decision, Maxi. We repel the grunts easily and are left facing only 2 opponents. 2 whole persons. A clearly bigger number than 1 person's, by like 1 whole person's. Luckily though, our good friend Carl joins our side. It was a truly magical moment. Our strategies intertwined like 2 young, inexperienced snakes on prom night, and our loving hearts exploded in friendship. Which is probably unlike the snakes. I don't know what they do. Maybe they shed together? I don't know. Oh, and also we won. Obviously. Who would expect any less from Team Tarl? Kim? Bam. All I just want to expand the landmass. Yeah, I don't know. Should have moved to Dubai, I guess. Carl is thankful, invites us into his house, and allows us access to dive under his covers. No, it's the ocean. He allows us to dive under the ocean. He just gives us the dive HM. That's all he does. I taught Toad dive and explored the underwater areas a bit. Here I somehow survived both the cold of the seafloor and the extreme pressure that should be deadly to humans at these depths. Also, I guess I was holding my breath the entire time, but I found an anchor. I mean, a Pokemon. And its name shall be... It's our anchor arm. Then I checked its summary, where it says I caught it underwater, but not on which route. So I decided to not allow myself to catch another underwater Pokemon on Route 126, even though I would have liked to. And instead just got another boring normal one, so I caught a perf. That sounded weird when I said it out loud. Next up I entered Seafloor Cavern, where I would finally stop Team Aqua's plans once and for all. But first I got an encounter here. 1 out of only 6 more in the entire game, and 2 of those are really bad, so there are really only 4 left. I had some interesting plans for my next 3 encounters to increase the odds of getting something completely broken with the last, but more on that later. For now I just caught a guaranteed Zubat here that I decided to call Nosfertanu. In the cave I defeated some grunts and walked straight past the Gyarados site because I was still salty about having lost mine in episode 3. Soon I was facing Aqua admin Shelly for the second and final time. I did prepare somewhat, but kinda forgot to put the Pokemon I wanted to start the battle with as a lead. I don't get what you- Oh no, I forgot to switch out. No, I wanted to start with Starmie on this. Fuck. Oh no, this could knock me out. Meow. But apart from that, and a couple of times I would have been dead to a crit, she wasn't all that scary. I even decided to be careful and look up her Bisharp's ability before deciding on what to bring in against it. Really good choice, since I would have tried to intimidate it to lower the attack, but because of its ability to find, that would have increased its attack by 1 more than I reduced it by. Yeah, that could have been bad. But it was not enough to prevent disaster in the long run, because after that came Aqua leader Archie. Actually, even before that I nearly lost my mind trying to get out of the cave without escape ropes. We're taking the long way route. The long way route. Go here. Okay, which is the one that takes me back to the beginning? There's... Okay, sure. There was a way that I'm pretty sure I go back to the very beginning. Oh. God damn it. Okay. This is good. It's fine. It's fine. This is good. This is good. This is good. How did I do that? Okay. I feel like I've tried everything now, but I clearly haven't. I need to get there. I need to do this. My god. Oh my god, that looked like it goes up. I'm sorry, okay? I have problems with that. I don't, but I might. It's definitely looking like I have problems. And then came the Archie disaster. But first, let me share this random encounter I found in the room before Archie's. The Archie fight is not easy. I could have gotten a Crawdaunt here. I don't know if that's good. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm so happy I found this Crawdaunt because otherwise I probably would have forgotten to switch out my first Pokemon again. Yay. I'm such a genius. Also, kind of forgot about that one. I get Earthquake here. One of the best TMs and attacks in the game. It's accurate, it's really strong. Ground type is a good offensive type. Then I checked to see if anyone could learn this powerful move, which no, they couldn't, and went straight into the Archie fight. Wait, I feel like there's something I forgot about. This is the very first. Oh my god, I forgot to switch. Actually, so happy I found this Grunt because otherwise I probably would have forgotten to switch out my first Pokemon again. I forgot to switch it out again. I just talked about it and then I saw, oh, Earthquake, oh, shinies, oh. Fuck. There's a Toxapex, okay? The level limit is 52. Luckily, I don't think it's gonna matter much. This is because Toxapex is a very defensive, stall-based Pokemon that shouldn't damage my Mudane mob too much. It can set up toxic spikes to poison all Pokemon I switch into in the future, but that's why I brought Kraken Baby as a counter. Since it's a poison type, it will get rid of the spikes when I bring it in. The only real danger is for the packs to poison Mudane mob itself, which it doesn't do for some reason. Not complaining though. I set up some Calm Minds, buffing my special attack and defense to be able to one-shot the Toxapex and potentially whatever he sends in next. And then he sends in a Mega Sharpedo. Mob definitely can't beat that. One Crunch will kill it. So I have to switch. And since I'm scared of its huge attacking power, I instinctively bring in Nulu to reduce its attack with Intimidate. And then Crunch hopefully doesn't do more than 50% to me. Wait. I think I forgot something again. Mega Sharpedo is pretty damn cool. Oh, I forgot about the poison. I'm an idiot. Oh, that's why I brought Tentacruel. To get rid of the poison, but I forgot to get rid of the... Oh yeah, I'm dead. Fuck. Oh, this is super bad, actually. Now I have this racing striped truck with teeth just sitting there, waiting for me to make a move so it can take a life. Nulu doesn't tank another hit, Kraken Baby takes a lot of damage, Patrick can knock it out with Thunderbolt, and it's faster, but also dies to Crunch. And I can't bait it into using a non-Crunch move because I didn't bring anything that resists it. So after much deliberating, I decide to do what I should have done earlier, which is to switch in Kraken Baby to remove the toxic spikes. And this is where the shark sends a message. Okay. Yeah, that did not work out at all. My god. Oh my god, okay. Okay, you know what? I have a lot of water types. You know what I'm trying to say when I start a sentence like that. And we do need a little bit of damage to make sure that Starmie knocks this out. Why is it faster? What the fuck? Why is it faster? Oh no. Oh no. It has a lot more speed than I thought it did. No, this is so bad. It's faster than Starmie. No. Fuck. Oh my god, I think I get 6-0'd by this. But I man up, switch into Toadkama, dodge some crits that could end the whole run, and don't care about him poisoning me, because I gave Toadkama a poison healing berry to hold before the fight. Next came up Dragalge, and again I was prepared. I remember that I had a plan for this, but I'm just gonna have to get a refresher on what that plan was, exactly. After some solid memory work, I remembered I wanted to use Mudane Mob, but switching it in will be hard right now. So instead I decided to send in the one and only John. As long as I don't get crit, I win. I'm faster and two-shot it with either Ice Beam or Dragon Pulse. And while the latter would be stronger, I still use Ice Beam for the 10% chance to get lucky and freeze Dragalge. Little lesson there for you kids. Play to your odds. You can thank me later. So I get lucky again and Archie doesn't crit me. But that is fine. Because I don't have a berry. Why do I not have a... Okay, how does this work? I kill it. I lose John, right? That's it. I think that's it. I kill it, I lose John. Oh no. No! No! Fuck me. I kill it, I lose John. I'm pretty sure this is how it works. I take the damage at the end of the turn. At this point, I see two options. One, I could knock out the Dragalge with John and then lose him to the poison afterwards. Two, I go into Mudane Mop, risk it getting crit on 2 separate attacks and beat the Dragalge with Psychic. If I do that though, I would not be able to switch in John for the rest of the fight, because he would always die to poison. So, do I want to handicap myself even more for the rest of the battle and take even more risks, just to potentially be able to save John even though I have like 20 more water types as backup? Of course I do. It's motherfucking John, bitches. Stupid question. I dodged the crits on both attacks. This was the very first step of saving Private John, but it will only get harder from here. And then Archie switches into Starmie and I sack John on the very next turn. I am so sorry, John. Oh, you were such a fucking hero this entire game. And it's using Thunderbolt. That is not good for us. In my defense, this Starmie is super fast and is holding Choice Specs, an item that boosts the power of its special moves by 50%. But once it uses an attack, it can only use that one until it switches out. So scouting the move Starmie was going to bulldoze me with was extremely important. And again, I was faced with a difficult decision. Who do I send in here? I played through lots of different scenarios in my head and came to the conclusion that Nulu would have the best matchup against Starmie. Because of exactly that, I didn't want to bring it in, since I was afraid that would incentivize Archie to switch Starmie out. This would make it viable as a potential sweeper at a later point in the fight, with a new unpredictable Choice Specs boosted move, and I couldn't risk that. I also thought about outplaying his potential switch by double switching into Toad Karma, but concluded that strategy would be too risky. So in the end, I decided to go for the second best matchup against the Starmie and once more partook in my favorite pastime activity, praying not to get crit. Thunderbolt, live. Oh my god, thank you. Okay. We're gonna heal out of range. We're gonna heal way out of range now. That is not way out of range. That is less than I started with. How is that less than I started with? Fuck. I need to Giga Drain again. I need to live again. Live. Oh my god, I'm dodging crits like an expert. I'm a master. I'm a master at dodging crits. Have I gotten crit at all this episode? Or like any of the last big fights? I don't think so. Going to Gastrodon. He's not going into Gastrodon. That'd be super stupid. Yeah. Okay. That is the last guy that I'm really worried about. So next up is Muscle Band Gator. If I had more health on Toad Karma, this matchup would be an easy win. But I don't, and so it's not. It's faster and will kill me. But fortunately, my Patrick outspeeds and doesn't take more than half, so I should be fine. It is Starmie. It is for sure Starmie. Use Ice Fang. Do me a favor, use Ice Fang and miss. Do me a favor, brah. Don't crit. Good. Okay. Thunderbolt should two-shot. It should. Oh, this is close. Oh no, why is it close? This doesn't do enough. Why is it close? No! My Thunderbolt did close to 50%, so the next one might be enough, but it also might not. I don't really have other good options though, so I go for it. So here's to hitting all the damage ranges and dodging even more crits on the way. Why not? T-Bolt. Kill. Yes! Oh, why is this fight so hard? This should not have been that hard. Gastrodon. Okay, there we are. The final decision of the fight. Gastrodon is 4 times weak to Toad Karma's Giga Drain. It's also slower, so as long as I can safely switch in Toad Karma, I will win. But how do I do that? I don't have any good pivots, so I'd have to bring it in directly, meaning it would have to tank Gastrodon's Earthquake. Toad Karma would resist it, and Gastrodon is not a very offensive Pokemon, so I might be able to live and win the fight. A crit, by the way, would mean certain doom. Again. So after 3 minutes that consisted mostly of being unsure and nervous, but also of a few damage calcs, this is the decision I arrived at. I have to sack one more. Don't I? I think I do. I think I do. Although I was really trying to keep Mudane Mob alive during this fight, because it's one of my few Psychic-type Pokemon, I judged it to be the least important member in this situation. I couldn't risk losing toward Karma, and I also didn't have strong attachments toward Mudane Mob, nor is it particularly powerful. It would forever be remembered for its sacrifice here. And by forever I mean the next 2 minutes tops. So in came Toad Karma, ready to end the fight for good. But first I had to test something. You know what? This doesn't count. I'm gonna make a save state. I need to see if this thing would have knocked me out with Earthquake. I need to see that right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for wasting everyone's time. But I just gotta figure that out. Yeah. Oh, it's a crit! No, wait. Load the state, okay. Rock Smash. Come on, don't crit on that one, please. I just want to see the math play out in... Okay, you know what? It was not meant to be. It was not meant to live this. It doesn't matter anymore. I Giga Drain. I win the fight. That I do. After a hard-fought battle, I'm the one standing victorious. But it wasn't enough. Just like with Groudon, we watch as Kyogre gets angry and leaves to go destroy the world. The two idiots that are responsible converge and make up their mind to do something about it, which, spoilers, they won't. Then Carl sweeps across the screen and checks in on us, since seemingly he's the only person in this world that looks out for others. He tells us he'll go try to save the world or whatever, and that we should stay safe. Which, spoilers, we won't. But that could wait. First, I had to breathe a huge sigh of relief. I think I'll end the episode here, even if this is 5 minutes into the video, I'm gonna end the episode here. Because I never know what I end up using for episodes, so I don't know how long they are and when I stop and when I start. But this is the end. I am done, okay? No, you're not. Maybe saving the world can wait, but making content can't. So go. Go and make more, Puppet Boy. You can breathe a sigh of relief when you're dead. So responsible as I am, I made my way to Sootopolis, where two legendary Pokemon were currently engaged in a battle of the ages. One that could bring the entire city, nay, the entire region, nay, the entire world to ruin. Or at least that's what they were trying to show. The game is 18 years old. It wasn't as easy for them back then to sort of portray how huge and like world-ending these Pokemon are supposed to be in their battle, because it just looks like they're flopping around a bit. But it is what it is. The world is ending. Anyways, here's Carl, who tells us about a friend of his we should meet. Seems like he doesn't really like people, but we'll be fine. Probably. For this, we are allowed access to the Cave of Origin. It's called that because this is where teens go to have unprotected sex. But don't worry, that's of no concern to me. I only care about the Pokemon I can catch here, and this ties into the great encounter plan I was talking about earlier. So let's have Tim of the Past explain his thought process a little bit. There's a lot of Pokemon that I can find here, but I want none of them. Actually I do, but I want a higher chance of getting certain Pokemon, which are Mawile and Sableye, and those can be found better here, because there's a lot of Zubats and Golbats here and I already have them, so that leaves less Pokemon that aren't Mawile and Sableye that I could get. But even better still, I could come back here later. I have to be sneaky though, because once I finish the next plot point, I can't enter this place ever again. So I have to not finish the next plot point, get an encounter somewhere else to make this even more optimal, and then I can come back. Don't worry about it. I'll do the thing. Next, we meet Carl's friend Tim. It's not actually me, it's a different Tim. What? We're expecting someone else? I get that a lot. It's always about that clown wherever I go. So, what do you want? Saving the world? I guess we can do that. It's not like the other Tim is going to do something about these ancient Pokemon. He's right. I won't. He tells us that we should find Rayquaza, another ancient Pokemon said to have calmed Kyogre and Groudon in the distant past. But where could we find such a legendary being? To answer that very question, he makes me brainstorm a couple ideas, and just like in a healthy and productive writer's room, he criticizes every single one of my ideas and calls me an idiot. Although to be fair, I did suggest the Cave of Origin, which we are currently standing in. So, what about the Cave of Origin? The Cave of Origin. You can't be serious, that's where we are. Are you an idiot? Come on and use your head. I probably deserve that one. Together we arrive at the conclusion that Sky Pillar must be the place. Then he leaves without me and forces me to find it myself. Which I do. I'm a big boy, okay? We meet up with Tim, who gets scared by some earthquakes and the ever-escalating storm, so he leaves everything in my capable hands and goes back home. For my encounter here, I really want to find Sableye. I already own a Mon from the Golbat, Claydol and Altaria lines, so my encounter can only be a 30% Sableye, a 15% Banette, or a 5% Druddigon. So in other words, the odds are in my favor. And I actually find it. This is not some kind of setup for a joke. After a few invalid Claydols and a Golbat, the first legal Pokemon I find is a Sableye, which I lovingly name Quash. With Sableye acquired, my plan was fully in motion. Now I would go back to the Cave of Origin before I get locked out of visiting it after saving the world. Again, this was also I could get a Mawile and a Sableye. The reason I came to Sky Pillar first is that there I can only find Sableye. But in the Cave of Origin, I can find both. If I checked the cave first and got Sableye there, I couldn't get Mawile anymore. But now that I have Sableye, I basically have a 50-50 to find Mawile in Cave of Origin. The other option is Carbink, which would suck, but it is what it is. Like I said, kids, play to your odds. Take chances and... No. No! 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 I thought I was so smart. No! No! No, I have to finish Sky Pillar, and after Sky Pillar I can't enter this place again. This is so on brand. This is so on brand. Ah! This is so sad. Why is this reality? Why is this the world that we find ourselves in? This is so dumb. So frustrated as I was, I went up Sky Pillar again, told Rayquaza to get its shit together and get its children under control, flew back to Sutopolis where I was just in time to watch Rayquaza tell its kids to get their shit together, and everyone left with their shit safely secured in a bag. The world was saved. Happy. I talked to the idiots who were still in the getting it together phase and will probably never leave it. And then I talked to Carl, who already had it together way before this, and just like always, made my day a little better. Also, I heard that Tim didn't help much with finding Rayquaza. I thought that would happen. I just wanted him to get out a little bit. And then that Tim took the chance to make fun of another. And we have Tim, you did well. You saved my home and the entire region. I would like to thank you, so take this. Waterfall. If you have the Rain Badge, a Pokemon that has learned the HM move can ride up waterfalls. Where do you get the Rain Badge? Just go in here and beat up the guy that didn't help at all when the world was about to end. Spoilers, but I think that would be me. Yes, I'm not just the 6th, but also the 8th gym leader. And I'm holed up in a gym with ice puzzles. The best kind of puzzles. Mess up and you drop down into the Dragon's Den. 10 female trainers ready to crush while constantly gushing and swooning over their crush. The gym leader. Me. Which wasn't my idea, okay? Game Freak came up with that and wrote it and all that stuff. I just wanted to be the last gym leader is all. You know, because of my inflated ego. Speaking of inflated ego, yep, double leader. Surprised? Maybe not, since you already fought Yosho and Charlie twice. I heard a lot happened outside while I was stuck here hiding from my fans. Yeah, I have fans. I mean, gym trainers. I really don't know why, but wherever I take up a gym leader position, there will be some kind of crazy cult. At least the trainers back in Fortree only admire my skills. I think. But the ladies here? They're vicious. That's why I'm hiding here and made them stand guard in the basement. Crazy thing is they just do it. Without question. Women are scary. But enough of that. I feel like I've put up a good enough excuse for not helping with saving the world. Let's just battle. Yeah, women are scary, okay? After giving the internet more evidence for my imminent cancellation, I start beating myself. But I can't show that here, so I'll just show you how the fight against Tim went. He starts out with a Dragonite with the ability Multiscale, meaning if it gets hit at full health, it will take less damage. It's also holding Leftovers, which heals some HP after every round. So with both of these combined, it's just barely able to lift 2 of Captain Fluff's attacks. I have some tricks of my own to survive longer though. Regular Altaria is a Dragon Flying type and weak to Dragon type attacks. Dragonite has one of those, and will use it because it would be enough for a knockout. But if I Mega Evolve Captain Fluff, it becomes a Dragon Fairy type and is now immune to Dragon moves. Thanks to this, I can nullify the Dragonite's first attack and save some health. After that, I tank 2 wing attacks, which would both have to crit to defeat my fluffy friend, and just like that, first Pokemon down. Next up, his Ludicolo, which will likely set up Rain, buffing not only itself, but also helping the rest of his team. But I got the perfect counter ready to go. Xixi. I had counters prepared for every one of his Pokemon. I had 5 Pokemon ready, and I was looking for a 6th Pokemon that could just do whatever, that could be useful, you know? And I would look through my team, or my box, and I saw this Ice type and thought, hey, this could be decent. And then I leveled it up just for fun, and I thought, hey, this could actually be really good. This is a really good, specially defensive Pokemon. And it's got Recover, I could teach it Toxic, and Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry is an Ice type attacking move, so it's Stab, that is super effective against Water types. This is the gym with Water types and Dragon types. This is perfect. So I set up a light screen to increase my team's special defense for a couple turns and one-shot the Ludi with Freeze Dry. But now I was faced with a soon-to-be Mega Blastoise in the rain. This Cannon Turtle would surely prove to be the biggest threat to my team in this fight. But I still had the light screen and I had Toad, comma. What could possibly go wrong? So this should still hurt a decent amount. Never mind, it doesn't. No, confusion! Oh, god damn it. Before this fight, I was thinking about, hey, what berries should I give? I don't really have amazing berries. So I gave anti-freeze berries because I thought, hey, they have ice beams and stuff, so maybe they could freeze me. And that could be smart. I forgot about water pulse. This could actually own me now. Please fucking hit. Oh my god, no! Don't you! Why are you using water pulse here? What is wrong with you? And light screen wore off. Oh my god. So, that was very unlucky. For sure. But I could have prevented it with a confusion berry, but I forgot water pulse. Honestly, I also didn't think I would be in the position where this uses water pulse against me. Because again, it's the weakest move it has, okay? You know what? Fuck all of this. Fuck all y'all bitches. Okay. This should do about 50% damage and heal. Nice. And heal about 20 to 30% from me. Dark Pulse shouldn't be enough here. But see? Thank you. This could have been ugly, but then again it could have also not confused me and I could have not hit myself in confusion twice in a row. Like, had that not happened, had any of those things not happened, this would have been such a clean and easy 1v1 matchup. Right? Thank you. Thank you for agreeing with me on that one. Speaking of easy matchups, the rest of the fight went a lot better. Beyonce beat Kingdra, Arm got paralyzed but still beat Lantern, and Arm and Cube together beat Goodra. And that was the fight, what can I say? I was well prepared. Mostly because I was still angrily motivated from the Archie fight, but also just because I had good counters to his Pokemon. So we get the final gym badge, and as Tim tries to explain what our next step should be, I struggle some more with the English language. Now please, let me read you an excerpt of the official Pokemon League's brochure. Brochure? How do you pronounce brochure? Brochure. The trainers who have gathered all the gym badges of Hoenn should make way to the ultimate destination, the Pokemon League. Travel to the easternmost reaches of Hoenn, to the island Evergrande. There you shall find the Pokemon League. Got that? Great. I think we both know you could have figured that out on your own, but it's protocol, so whatever. But before we head eastward, I just had to check. And I just want to make sure, while I'm here, I can't go in here anymore, right? This is the Cave of Origin with the passing of the... It's cool, didn't need that anyways. It's not like that could have helped during the next stretch of the game or whatever, but it can't be helped. So I make my way up the waterfall leading to the southern part of Evergrande City. Yes, this is the city. One building and some flowers. And to reach the rest of the city, which consists of one bigger building and some flowers, people have to fight their way through the maze-like cave system called Victory Road. This is the type of shit you'd expect your one dumbass friend who studies architecture to come up with. Maybe they're supposed to design clever structures that enrich human lives and society as a whole, but you only see the dumbass that tried to chuck 3 Maß beer at the Munich Oktoberfest and then threw up trying to tie their slip-on shoes. Weirdly specific. Don't worry about it. You should rather worry about this guy. I made fun of him the entire playthrough, but this time he actually means business. Somewhat. I beat his Lilligant, his Kingler, and his Dodrio quite easily, but then comes his Mega Gallade. A terrifyingly hard-hitting Pokemon with a higher attack stat than Groudon. My sort of soft counter for this was supposed to be my what? But I forgot to teach it Shadow Ball, so that made it a little harder. After a hefty exchange of blows, both Pokemon were low and I had 2 options. Either I risk Sucker Punch not being enough here, or I go into Skirt MC Flirt to knock out Gallade and risk Skirt getting crit or high rolled. And I made my decision. And I think I'm gonna risk this simply because that is unfortunate. Spiritomb, you did very well in that one singular fight that you just played in. Yeah, respect on your name. See, the thing is, I caught a Sableye, right? And Sableye is the same typing, but since this game has Mega Evolutions, I have access to Mega Sableye. Which means I basically have a Pokemon of the same typing, which is the strongest point really of those Pokemon. And it's a Mega, so it is more useful than Spiritomb. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, it's probably not that important to conserve the Spiritomb because you already have Mega Sableye. Otherwise, I would have switched into Dugtrio. I'm not sure if that's the correct play. I'm very sure though that Earthquake is the correct play against Magnezone. Not sure why he brought it in, but I'm faster and one-shot with Skirt MC Flirt. Then to finish the battle, I beat Cofagrigus with Cube. And with that, I'm free to explore Victory Road and challenge all the elite trainers that may also have some very dangerous Mega Pokemon. But forget about those, and let's instead finally get into what I've been on about with encounter routing this entire episode. The reason I made such a big deal out of this, and you might already have seen it, is because there are some really good Pokemon to find here. There are Beldums, Metangs, so the Metagross line, best thing I could find here. And then there's also the Hydreigon line, so there's Dino and Zweilous. Based on German words, by the way, 1, 2, 3, which means 1, 2, 3. So those are the best things I could find. There's in total a 10% chance I get one of those. And the thing is, Golbat, 20%, already have a Golbat. Sableye, already have a Sableye. Lairon, already had an Aron. Dusclops I can find, Dugtrio I have. Mawile, see, I wanted to have a Mawile here, but I don't have one, unfortunately, because, well, I fucked up. But it's fine. Then there's Druddigon and Steelix I can find. So it's either a 10% Dusclops, it's a 10% Mawile, a 5% Druddigon, a 5% Steelix, or a 5% Hydreigon or 5% Metagross line. Obviously, the very best thing I could find here is Metagross. And that's the reason I wanted to get, I think I've talked about this, the reason I wanted to get a Magnemite, a new Mawile back then, was because that could have an ability that pulls steel types. Okay. That could have increased my chance of finding a Beldum or like Metang here. So that could have been good. But it wasn't meant to be. And this is the last Pokemon I catch, so I'm just gonna use my Master Ball. Might as well, right? Because might as well make sure that I catch it. And because I am so brilliant, I named it Not Meta. As in, it's not Metagross, and it's also not very good. Thanks to this brilliance, and lots of luck, I made it through the rest of the cave without much trouble and finally arrived at the Promised Land, Evergrande City. After all this time, I was now ready to tackle this game's ultimate challenge. I have no more trainers to fight, no more Pokemon to encounter. This is it. The time is now. Well, not actually now because it's gonna be in the next video, but you know what I mean. I hope. I really hope you know. So, bye? He starts out with a blah blah blah.